So quite some time ago, in fact, over 2 years ago, I think it has been now, me and one of my friends decided to come into Minecraft and start building just stuff. We decided to build a castle, and we actually recorded it all. And the series that we did on it was called Castle Construction, I believe. Now this is a very long time ago, so a lot of you probably don't even know what it is. Now I've already done like a tour on it and a video on what it was like after it was all finished and everything, but I think that was about a year ago, so I decided to come back to it. The reason is normally I wouldn't come back to old projects, even once, not like let alone twice. But this is something that me and one of my close friends did a very long time ago, and it was one of the big things that I did, one of the first big things that I did in Minecraft. It's not very good. I must admit, it's not very good built, but I don't know, for the people that have been here for a long time, it's going to probably bring back a lot of memories, and yeah, and they'll probably remember how hard we worked on it and stuff. For the most part, we did it in vanilla Minecraft. Back then, like, creative mode wasn't a thing, so you had to do everything through server commands, and we kind of didn't want to just keep doing that. The only things we gave ourselves are a few diamonds and a few different materials like tools and stuff. But for the most part, I believe most of this stone was legit, because we had a workstation over here. There's like loads of furnaces and stuff and chests, and all of this part was like one giant hill, and we dug it out legitly. I think actually the first episode of the construction castle thingamabob was just us digging this whole area out. But yeah, I'll show you around what we did. So this is what the castle looks like. Like I said, it's nothing too fancy. In fact, it's pretty much nothing at all fancy. I remember as well, because at the end of each of the episodes, we dug like a pillar thing. I think it was like right here that my pillar was, and we kind of just stood here and looked at it at the night time, just to show like the progress. But yeah, this is what the castle looks like inside. Like I said, nothing special, but this is what I kind of used to do with my friend, and I don't know, it brings back a lot of old memories and stuff. But yeah, we got this. This is like supposed to be the dining hall. Doesn't make any sense because the dining hall was at the entrance. And then there's this, which has got the library, and this is kind of just supposed to be like the seating area. And then up here is like the two bedrooms. And then there's little doors are broke. Little balconies going off to the side. What was up here? Oh, this was just like the top thing with the watchtower at the top. Nothing fancy again. Oh god, I'm stuck. There we go. Let's go back down here. I think there is also something behind this staircase, if I remember. Yep. So, this is just under all of the walls on the sides. Pretty much just a walkway all the way around, which is nothing really. But down here, I believe, yep, the kitchen, which had the food in. Again, this is an old version, so food wasn't stackable back then, so that's why it's all like that. What's over here? Storage. I don't think there's actually any. Oh, okay, we did put things in these chests. Very well sorted as well, unlike my Let's Play world. Everything in here is pretty sorted, so that's pretty cool. I remember this room. I spent quite a lot of time on this. This is supposed to be the prison. These are all the cells, obviously. And I think these were like the torture rooms. And these have arrows in them, so if you just kind of stood here, you'll get shot by an arrow. And that's all the way across here. I was useless at redstone. Well, I'm still useless at redstone, but back then I was even worse at redstone, and this took me ages to set up because I couldn't figure out how to make it work and stuff, but I got it to work in the end. So yeah, that's the prison. Let's go back up here. Back into the library. There is like ladders that go up to the watchtowers as well on both sides. So yeah, that's pretty much the castle part of it. There's nothing really fancy about it, but like I said, it's important to me, and I'm sure some of you might remember it. And yeah, this thing here, this actually wasn't supposed to be here. We was messing around with TNT because we got fed up of digging, and on this part, because this was all up here was a hill as well, and we kind of wanted to clear it out. We kind of wanted it cleared out, so we just started TNTing some of it. And yeah, we TNT'd this bit. That's why this is all like a crater, and the water came down, and we just decided to keep it and surround it with torches. And then here's the path. We had a lot of trouble with this path thing because there was a bug back home with the fences, and for some reason the fences kept disappearing. I can't remember which video it was on, but they kept disappearing, and yeah, I don't know what was going on, but it was annoying as hell. This was a lighthouse which burnt down quite a few times. Let me just change the time. Yeah, this lighthouse burnt down quite a lot because of that fire, which is annoying. And then it's just basically a staircase all the way up. It's not like the staircase is just all wonky and stuff, but I don't care because it's a staircase in a lighthouse that's never going to get used. What the hell is that? Oh yeah, because lava drips now, doesn't it? Yeah, lighthouse. Here's lava. I mean, I suppose I could change it so we could do that redstone thing. And then you have like redstone that's all over the place, and then yeah, just some redstone crap, but I'm probably not going to because I like it the way it is. What else was there? Oh, I think the reason this actually burnt down was because if you see there, you've got the black stuff coming out the top because of the torches there. Originally I put another fire up here so it would have more of the smoke stuff coming out, but it just burnt down all the wood, so, and that wasn't good because all this is wool, so that will burn down too. But yeah, and this is pretty much the last thing that we both worked on together. It's pretty much just a boathouse, fishing stuff and boats in. Now the main thing that I worked on whilst we was doing this, because sometimes my friend, here's the old docks that people used to use. I don't know if people use these anymore. I don't even think these work anymore. But yeah, when we pretty much was coming to the end of this and we just tidying stuff up, I started building something else like in secret that my mate didn't know about. Yeah, and he started over here, and this is supposed to be like a little trick thing to get you finding where it is. And if this cow would get out of the way, could you move please? It says when the moon rises and the darkness floods the land. When the moon rises and the darkness floods the land, look for the light to show the way. That was like supposed to be a riddle. If I don't know which is the night. There we go. And then obviously it's the night time and there's light over there. So if we go over here and follow it. Apparently a lot of people had trouble finding this part when I originally released the world, because people kept saying they got lost with the light. Hello. But it says follow the light here, and there's all light that goes up here. I originally was going to build it in this part. That's why this is kind of derpy, this little bit of water, because I started building it in here, but then I was like, nah, I don't really want to do it in here because it was a bit of a derpy area. But yeah, so I just made the light go all up here. I don't see how people got lost with this light because it's pretty much everywhere. Then you come up to here, and then you can pretty much see it. It's a gigantic pyramid. So I don't understand how people got lost. Maybe their render distance is like really low or something. But I even kind of tried to line the cactuses up a little bit just so it looks like an old pathway. Yep, and it's a pyramid. It's not just a pyramid, but we'll go inside and I'll show you. But yeah, I spent a lot of time doing this, and whilst we were doing it, whilst we was on the map, because the only time I played this is when we was both on it together, and he never seemed to. He always thought I was at the castle part somewhere. He was just like, "Where are you?" And I was like, "At the castle," and he didn't bother trying to find where I was. But yeah, I spent most of my time in here building this. I think I got it pretty much set up with the lights so that mobs don't spawn in here. Hopefully. But yeah, then it goes down here, and this is where the thing is. This took me a very long time to dig out, because obviously, like I said, creative mode wasn't in the game back then, so you couldn't just punch blocks once to get rid of them. You had to dig it all out. So I sat here digging this all out, and it took a very, very, very long time. And I had to replace all of the walls because there was like dirt and stuff in all of them. But anyway, this is the thing that I built just for fun, for people who downloaded the map. Put your valuables in this chest. If you have anything that you want to keep, put it in there. Just ignore that door. Yeah, and there's like kind of a jumping puzzle. And I failed already, Jesus Christ. I'm used to the jumping puzzles, so I didn't really make this very hard. It's pretty easy, to be honest. But yeah, I find it fun still. Some armour and some food. The reason there's food in here is because back then, food... There was no hunger. Food just sorted your health out straight away, so... Yeah, that's why that's in there, but I suppose if you downloaded this, you could still use it to some extent. And there's some armour in these. Yeah, all these have arrows, and then you kind of have to get through here without dying. Because all these just pretty much set off the traps and stuff. And that is it. And then the safe exit there, so this pretty much just leads you all the way around to that door that's at that other end. And then this, I think... I don't know what this... I don't know why I did this part. I just pretty much TNT'd a massive cavern type thing. Added loads of lava. Yeah, and then made this. And then in here, it is like... This is kind of supposed to be like a... biodome type thing. A mini one. I don't know what to call it. Oh, an oasis. That's what it's supposed to be. An oasis. So yeah, if you come in here, there's a bunch of diamonds and cool items. Because, I don't know, I kind of wanted people to play this, like when people downloaded this map, I kind of wanted them to play it properly like a vanilla map, like, I don't know. But yeah, there's some cool stuff in there if people wanted to mess around with it. There's some animals in here as well, just for the lols. And I suppose you could collect all the glowstone if you really wanted to. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Like I said, hello ocelots. I surprisingly still have the same download as when I actually finished this map the first time. Like, actually, when we both sorted it out. I still have that map download, so I'll leave the link for that in the description if you want to mess with it. But yeah, this video is kind of more... It wasn't really a tour because there's already a tour video of this somewhere on my channel, but this is kind of more of just a... remembering the past type thing, because this was... I had a lot of fun doing this, and yeah, it reminds me of the old times in Minecraft. So yeah, I'll leave the link in the description if you want to download it. When you download it, if you do, the map needs converting. All you need to do is just, when you load the map in the game, it will automatically convert, so yeah, it might take like a minute or so. So yeah, if you want to see me do anything like this again, obviously in more detail and a better quality of build, because this is kind of meh looking, but whatever, then let me know. I'll leave the link for the playlist that actually we did building this in the description if you want to go and check that out. But yeah, other than that, thanks for watching, and I shall see you next time. Goodbye.